Seemed like a long night at the office. I don't think you planned it that way until you implemented that wrestling in rounds 2 and 3. What happened? How are you feeling about this performance, Eryk?
To be honest, I got to go back and watch it. Like, I know he dropped me in the first round, but, that's just, for me, I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm like this. I'm sure it makes my coach real nervous and whatnot, but, if you watch any of my fights, the fight really don't start till I get hit, get hurt, and, then it gets going, So I don't know if I need to, like, fight before the fight or what I got to do, but, man, I've been, I think that's my 16th UFC fight, and they're all, very similar. Like, it kind of starts off slow, and then, I get my shit rocked, get my nose broke, get laid down, and then, the fight gets going. So, I just think that's who I am, and, I don't think nothing's going to change, but, hopefully it was, exciting for everybody to watch.
Well, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Even Forrest Griffin said, until
my
I got
nose
hit.
is broke,
We'll fix that.
Broke. Yeah, all that shit need to get fixed.
And real quick, I know the time kind of overlapped, so you didn't get to talk to Daniel. Is there anything you wanted to say? Because I know you're looking around for the mic to maybe get some stuff off your chest. Is there anything you wanted to tell us? Because they went straight to the package.
I mean, not really. There's no telling what I would have said in the moment because, I knew I won, but, I feel like he's the guy that I should have put away. That was a fight that I was looking to, collect another 50 G's off of. And maybe that's part of the problem. I just kind of slept on him a little bit, and I'm over here thinking about what I'm gonna do with this extra 50 grand, and waiting for that text, that hey, you won it or whatever. But so yeah, but I think most importantly is just that I came out there and got a win. So yeah, I knew I was gonna wrestle. Kind of wanted to get my our Negro met off on, and but I was looking for a finish. Could have done more on the ground, landed more strikes, but it is what it is, man. I got to win. That's all that matters.
So was he tougher than you thought he was, or was it you versus you in there? It sounds like.
Yeah, it's always me versus me. I was telling the guys in the back, it's up to me to go out there and play up to my standard and fight to my standard rather than playing up or down to the level of competition, So I think that's what I did. I fought to his competition rather than my capability and ability. So, that's why I'm sitting here with a black eye. I'm sitting here after three hard rounds, and not here after a first round victory like I felt I was more than capable of getting. But, he's a fighter. He trains, I used to tell Nick Saban, they're on scholarship too. They're gonna make some plays every now and again. You know what I mean? So, he stayed in there, hung in there, and I had some opportunities, didn't capitalize on them. But it's whatever, man. I got my hand raised, and we're on to the next.
Well, I respect that. No one's tougher on themselves than the fighter. Half full, glass half empty. Let's look at the bright side.
I think the point of that saying is the glass is refillable. You know what I mean? Empty, full, it don't matter. You can always pour more in. You feel me?
That's what's up. I feel you. Round 2, round 3, it's the Eryk Anders show. What was the adjustments in between rounds? You talked to your coach and said, okay, let's get to work. What are we doing right?
I got hurt. He hit me. You know what I mean? And maybe if he does that in the first minute, all 3 rounds look the same. But yeah, my coach, man, he's a good coach, man. He's got plenty of experience. Coached a lot of UFC fights. Everybody who's fought in the UFC at Alabama, he's been in their corner and helped get them there, not just after they got there. You know what I mean? So. Man, he was just in there, telling me to assert myself, fight at my pace, put on the pressure, and I just trust what he says, his coaching, and just go out there and I should have did it from the start of round 1 instead of the start of round 2. You know what I mean? Then, my life is a lot easier and he's a lot less stressed. You know what I mean?
You got the win, though. That's truly all that matters. You put in that hard work, those 15 minutes. You still evolve and progress. One of the most successful dudes to do it as far as crossing over from one sport to another. What's next? When do we see you back? Banged up or not? How soon you want to get back in here and get that finish that you desire?
Man, I'd like to fight one more time before the summer so I can enjoy the summer with the kids, go out, travel, and, do stuff with them. And, but I don't know, dude. We'll see what happens when the phone rings. I don't know what, they want to do with me. Obviously, I got a pretty dominant victory. I think one of those scorecards had me at 10-8 round. So, I just, whatever, I'm ready. Let me get some time to heal and get back pretty again. And I'll be in the gym whenever I get back home on Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'll be ready to rock.
I know you're about that life anytime, anywhere. Is there any name that pops up that you're like, you know what, I could match up with this person?
I'm sure before the fight I had names in my head, but, it's all scrambled around right now. I'm just, trying to enjoy the win. And to be honest, I really want to go back and watch the fight, and because how I feel about the fight and how, everybody else is talking about it, I think it went a little bit better than I think it went. You know what I mean? So I want to go back and watch, and that's probably what we'll do on the way back to the crib now is sit back, watch, and, over a drink, and, see what's next.
Yes, sir. And last for me, you mentioned the kids. What do you do this weekend? You're in Vegas. How do you celebrate? What's going on?
Oh, I don't got the kids right now. You know what I'm saying?
Even better.
Yeah, they're back home. So the other side of Eryk Anders will be out in full effect tonight. So I'll enjoy this. I'll get on the phone with them. I know they had a watch party, so it's important for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my kid's gonna go back to school on Monday, and he's gonna brag about how his dad just beat somebody's ass, and it's been the other way for them. He's like, hey, dude, your dad got his ass beat on TV, and but I'm excited. Because they can go back and they'll be excited for me, you know what I mean, and to be honest, those are the people that matter to me the most. And so when they're happy, I'm happy. And now that they can go to school, they just watch the fight with all their friends and stuff. So that makes me feel good and down inside.
Thank you for sharing that. That's fantastic. Monday's going to be an awesome day for you.
I appreciate it.
Good job. Thank you, sir.
Maybe you could borrow that move that Clay Guida does, what goes out there where he has a teammate just sort of beat the shit out of him before he goes.
Maybe I need to take a pay. I was telling my coach, I was like, maybe one day I won't be like this. But, dude, that's my 16th UFC fight. I've been doing this 14 years, and, that's probably close to number 50 amateur and pro. And, dude, I swear to God, dude, that's pretty much how they all look. It's competitive first round, and then as the fight goes on, it kind of starts to sway my way, And I think some of the fights that I've lost, it's because I started, he always tells me, he's like, don't fight at a deficit. Don't give up the first round because now you have to win the second two, you know what I mean? And no matter how many times he tells me, no matter how much he beats that into my head, it's just who I am, dude, and that's what it is.
And I know you're tough on yourself about that first round, but when you got dropped, I mean, there's got to be something.
I told you, man, it was a banana
that's got to be
there,
happy about popping up, though, because you immediately hopped up there and then you started going for, takedowns. I almost questioned. I was like, wow, did he even really get hurt?
I told you, baby, there's a little oil out there, man. I don't know what they're cleaning the mats with, but, it's a little slick out there. Yeah, that was a slip, man. I wasn't, no, he did get me, man. I mean, you could look at my face and tell me that he got me, but, I'm a dog, I'm a fighter, and that's what it is, You're going to have to get me out of there to make me not fight, and the more I get hurt, the harder I fight. So I think that's a good quality to have, but not really necessarily a quality you want to lean on. You feel me? Yeah. But I know deep down inside, when it get rough, when it get hard, I'm going to rise to the occasion. Win, lose, or draw, we're going to fight,
I know you said after this you're going to have a little, tape watching after the fact, but you mentioned how your family gives you some feedback. Who gives you the best or toughest feedback from the family?
I can guarantee you my oldest is going to talk shit about that first round, But it's all in the fun, he wrestles, you know what I'm saying? So he knows what it is to go out there, one-on-one, mano-a-mano, and, have it go your way or not, or be down in the first round and come back. So, it's all fun and games and joking. My other one, my youngest, he's kind of, he wears his emotions a little more on his sleeve. So I'm sure he'll be like, are you okay? Tell me good job, and just be a little bit more sensitive to my feelings. The other one, he just, it's not that he's an asshole, but he's an asshole.
Well, it's nice. You got a nice little mix.
Yeah.
Are they in a sense following your footsteps? Maybe not in fighting, but either football, wrestling. I mean, are they?
Yeah. They both play sports. My oldest is he does football, wrestling, track, baseball. My youngest, he's more of a Rico Suave, pretty boy, smooth. He likes basketball and soccer. But they're both dogs. They both like fighting. They enjoy watching it. They support me, and we wrestle around and do all that good stuff at home.
and I know what you're doing helps supports the family. You know, would you be happy or would you be supportive if they decided to come to you and say, Dad, I want to fight someday as well?
Man, you know, I just I try to make sure that my kids know that, like, you don't have to do nothing that I did. You know what I'm saying? I lived my life. You know, I got to achieve all my athletic, you know, wants and dreams. You know what I mean? So I don't have to live vicariously through you. You know, so if you want to, cool. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they don't have to. You know, they wear their own shoes. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to do nothing that I did. They just need to do better, you know what I'm saying, and whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, that's, you know, that's my only hope for them, is that whatever they choose to do, sports, academics, you know, chess team, math team, debates, whatever they want to do, you know, just have fun with it.
That's awesome. And I know you're talking a little bit about Nick Saban, and I know the time in Alabama was huge for you. It seems that D.C. always tries to find a way to want to clown on Alabama. Why does D.C. hate Alabama so bad?
Because he's an LSU fan, you know. Well, I mean, I would be jealous too if I couldn't, you know, if there was a top dog and my squad didn't have a chance in the conference. You know what I mean? Every time, no matter what, LSU thinks that they're this, they're that. They play Bama, they lose to Bama, and so I think that he just got a little chip on the shoulder, and you know, I just kind of fall in the catch strays off of that. You know.
Congrats on your win today.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.